Hi, in this video we're going to be looking at omissive apostrophes. Apostrophes are used to show where letters have been missed when we write contractions. This is called omission. A contraction is where two words are combined together to make a shorter one. These are commonly used in informal writing. Let's take a look at some examples. I am can be shortened to I'm by replacing the a with an apostrophe. Is not can be shortened to isn't by replacing the r in not with an apostrophe. The two words are put together and a letter is omitted, usually a vowel. We put an apostrophe where the letter has been missed. Let's look at a question about apostrophes for omission. This question asks you to draw lines between the pairs of words and the correct contractions. Top tip: remember there should be an apostrophe where the letter has been missed. It is contracted to its, with the apostrophe replacing the middle I. Its is not a contraction, but a possessive pronoun. You are is contracted to your, and the apostrophe is placed where the a has been omitted. Your is incorrect, as there has not been a letter omitted where the apostrophe is. Let's practice a bit more with another question. This question asks you to write the contracted form of the underlined words. Do not go outside because it is raining. Pause the video here and have a go. You might want to write your answer on a whiteboard or a piece of paper. Have you got an answer? Great, let's take a look at what the answer is. Do not becomes don't, with the apostrophe where the vowel o has been omitted. Top tip: when the second word is not, the apostrophe always goes where the o has been omitted in not. Well done if you got that one right. Hoo-yah! Let's take a look at one more question. This question asks you to punctuate the sentence correctly using two apostrophes. You might want to say your answer out loud, or you could write it on a whiteboard or a piece of paper. It's time to visit the zoo, where the elephant hasn't been seen in its enclosure for days. Pause here to have a go at punctuating the contractions. Have you finished? Perfect. Let's take a look at the correct answer. It's time to visit the zoo, where the elephant hasn't been seen in its enclosure for days. It is a shortened form of it is, which is now a contraction. The I is omitted and an apostrophe has been added in its place. Hasn't is a contracted form of has not. The o in not has been omitted and an apostrophe has been added in its place. Although there is another it in the sentence, this is a possessive pronoun and has not been contracted from it is. Well done if you got both of those right. Hoo-yah! You should now feel a little bit more confident when using apostrophes for omission. If you're looking for more English help, then we've got lots more of these videos on the Twinkl website, so go and check them out.
In this video, we're going to be looking at possessive apostrophes. One important use of an apostrophe is to show when something belongs to something or someone else. For example, let's look at this sentence. The treasure chest's lock was broken. There are two nouns in the sentence, treasure chest and lock. Because the lock belongs to the treasure chest, we add an s and an apostrophe to the end of that noun. When the noun is plural, we have to think a little more carefully. Let's look at the difference between these two sentences. In the first sentence, the bedroom belongs to one brother. The noun is singular, so we just add an apostrophe and an s. In the second sentence, there is more than one brother, and the room belongs to each of them. The noun is plural, so we just add an apostrophe after the s. We can remember if the noun is singular, add an apostrophe and an s. If the noun is plural, add an apostrophe after the s. Irregular plural nouns are different. These are nouns that change spelling when pluralized, rather than just adding s or es to the end. For example, mouse is mice, child is children, person is people. When faced with an irregular plural noun that does not end in an s, we treat it as we would a singular noun and add an apostrophe and an s. Like here, the children's pool was full. and here. There is a men's and women's changing room. Now let's have a look at a question. The question asks us to tick one sentence that uses a possessive apostrophe correctly. We should look at each one in turn and decide if it is punctuated correctly or not. Sentence 1 has the apostrophe after feathers, but nothing belongs to the feathers, so this is incorrect. Sentence 2 says that there are two sisters, but the apostrophe indicates that the noun sister is singular, so this one is incorrect. Sentence 3 uses an apostrophe after the S of the noun to which the party belongs. However, children is an irregular plural noun without the S, so we should have the apostrophe before it. So this one is incorrect. Therefore, sentence 4 must be correct, but we must check. The icing belongs to the birthday cake and there has been an apostrophe and an S added in the correct order. Sentence 4 is correct and should be ticked. In the next question, you're being asked to insert an apostrophe to show there is more than one footballer in the sentence. Pause the video and press play when you have an answer. Are you ready? To make sure the boots belong to more than one footballer, we place the apostrophe after the S like this. Well done if you got that one correct. Hoo-yah! Now it's time for one more question. This question asks you to consider whether the sentence in the table contains singular or plural possession. Place one tick in each row. You may wish to write your answer down on a whiteboard or a piece of paper, or you may just wish to say your answer out loud. Pause the video now and hit play when you're ready. Do you have an answer? Sentence 1 uses an apostrophe before the S in the dog, meaning it is singular. Sentence 2 talks about the gardens that belong to people. People is an irregular plural noun followed by an apostrophe and an S, so we must tick plural. Sentence 3 talks about all leaves belonging to many deciduous trees and has an apostrophe after the S. This is plural possession. And finally, sentence 4 mentions a trophy that belongs to a team. We need to be careful here because team is a singular despite a team being made up of many people. The trophy belongs to the one team, therefore this sentence shows singular possession. Well done, what fantastic work. Hoo-yah! If you need any more help with English, check out the rest of our videos over on the Twinkl website. Thank you for listening. In this video, we're going to be looking at singular and plural possession. Possession means belonging to someone or something. An apostrophe for possession shows ownership. A possessive apostrophe is a small punctuation mark placed after a noun to show ownership. It is written near the top of a line of writing. When we are looking at singular possession, an apostrophe and an S are usually added to the end of the noun to show that it owns something in the sentence. Singular means one thing or person. For example, the mermaid's tail was sparkly. The tail belongs to the mermaid. Captain Hook's hat has feathers. The hat belongs to Captain Hook. Plural means more than one person or thing. You might want to use an apostrophe to show that a plural noun owns something in the sentence. For plural possession, if the noun already ends in an S, another S is not usually added and the apostrophe is placed after it. For example, the pupils' lunches were tasty. The lunches belonged to several pupils. The gnomes' hats were red. The hats belong to the gnomes and there are more than one of them. If the word is already plural, such as mice, women, people, the apostrophe is placed after the noun and an S is added. The children's puppet show was funny. The geese's feathers were brown, white and grey. This handy flowchart can help you decide where you need to put your apostrophe if the noun is singular or plural. Pause the video to take a look at it closely. Let's have a look at the first question. Tick one box in each row to show whether the apostrophe has been used for singular or plural possession. In the first sentence, the noun wolves is plural, so the apostrophe is being used for plural possession. Hoo-yah! In the second sentence, an apostrophe and an S have been added to a singular noun, cat. Therefore, the apostrophe is used for singular possession. In the third sentence, the noun mice is plural. The apostrophe has been used for plural possession. In the fourth sentence, the noun girl is singular, so the apostrophe has been used for singular possession. Well done if you got those right. In this next question, you're being asked to tick one box in each row to show if the statement about the apostrophe is true or false. Pause the video and press play when you have an answer. How did you get on? In sentence 1, the noun boy is singular, so it's false. The noun sister is also singular in the second sentence, so the answer is true. In sentence 3, the noun flowers is plural, and the apostrophe has been placed after the S. The answer is true. In the fourth sentence, the plural noun puppies has been used, so the answer is false. Well done if you got those right. For our final question, you are being asked to explain how the position of the apostrophe changes the meaning of the sentences. You may wish to write your answer down on a whiteboard or a piece of paper, or you may just wish to say your answer out loud. Pause the video now and hit play when you're ready. Do you have an answer? Great! In the first sentence, the apostrophe's position shows that the noun is singular and the toys belong to one dog. In the second sentence, the apostrophe's position shows that the noun is plural and the toys belong to more than one dog. Excellent work! Well done. Thanks for listening.